bones still are like rubber, you know?
Yeah, I bounce well.
So have we decided what our topic is going to be? Someone suggested doing, talking about the outrageous builds that are here.
There are some pretty outrageous builds.
And is too much a thing?
Hi, puppies. Sorry.
You can just hang on to them.
Yeah, just take the whole thing. Or Amy could be the booth babe and hand them out. All right. No. You got to take Frank, or make him go for us.
Did you bring his the little monkey bag so you
gorgeous
have him on
German
a leash?
Shepherd?
All right.
I'm so tired right now. It's not even funny. I'm on 3 hours of sleep, so I called in dead from work again, Terry.
Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect. Let's put that out on air. Oh wait, we are.
I know. Well, in the meantime,
Frank's looking for a new job.
That'll be next. Well, my beautiful wife and I are going to go. We heard that there's jalapeno cheddar sausages or something.
Oh yeah,
so
or the smoky.
Yeah,
is good.
So we're going to go ahead and go grab some of those and let you guys. I'll leave you guys alone. I already used Billy today, so.
Tell me, wait, before you go, tell me this hand story. What?
He's still using me. I'm taking his tires home for him. So we rolled the tires all the way over there, which was a hoot in itself. We took our tires for a walk.
4. Okay.
So we're loading them up in the back of the truck.
Is this for Bad Bird? Gray Bird?
Yes.
Yeah. Angry Bird? What?
So we got, what are they, 33s, 35s?
We're going back with 33s, yeah.
Okay.
33s.
So we're loading them in, and I have the rack on the top.
Yep.
Well, we're loading in, getting one tire on top of the other, and he pushes the tire up. My hand's in between the rack and the tire, and he keeps pushing. And
Did you scream? Did you give the universal "my goddamn hands caught" scream?
Kind of.
Kind of.
Well, you know what? He's got this rack that looks like somebody who was blind welded it together. And, I'm not used to stuff like this because, if I'm going to buy a rack for a truck, it's going to be one of those really big industrial racks.
Right.
So I didn't expect it to be right there when I pushed the tire up. And the next thing you know, Billy's hand, and he's screaming. And the security guards came over. I mean, the dogs were howling. I mean, they were practically calling the paramedics. So I was
did anybody do any of the Three Stooges noises? Like when he?
Yeah. This sounds like a bigger event than it really was.
Yeah.
It might have been.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's Frank telling a tall tale.
Well, gentlemen, have a good show. Enjoy yourselves. The fish. Yeah, it's always this big. You know.
Always this big.
Gentlemen, we'll see you guys later.
Thanks for stopping in.
All right. Thanks, Frank.
Yeah. Good seeing you guys.
Bring back some food.
Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Frank.
My hand's all right.
Our former driveway mechanic and still the guy who we call last minute to fill in for us.
Guest host.
We love you, Frank. Ish.
See you, Frank.
All right. How we doing?
You know how I can tell it was a busy weekend for you guys? His Alpine hat is beat.
Oh, it's trash.
I need a new one.
I do too. So Roy, if you're listening,
I keep mine pristine. I told you. This is my one when I go nice places hat.
Yeah, well, Roy, if you're listening, I need.
Yeah, we need some hats.
I need a new hat.
I think mine's seen like World War III.
Well, hell, I'll just order one.
Did you guys watch the Alpine video?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good, man.
Besides, I look like a sweaty pig hog because it was like 110 in the shop.
That's crazy.
It didn't look it. You look so well composed. I thought it was great.
Yeah, I told you. I offered to people on Patreon I would do an outtakes of Solo and I cursing at eeach other, throwing shit.
Solo was making some noise though.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he's all his thumbs up. So we might have to put that together. There was a lot of comments in the background that were edited out.
Yeah.
So we'll put that together if you want to see that.
We should do that for Patreon.
You got to be a Patreon member.
Yeah, and if you're out there, you want to be a Patreon and support us so the more great content comes like that.
Yeah.
We have 3 levels. I think we have the sport level, which is $3 a month.
Yep.
Which is a perfect amount for just about anybody getting into the activity. Then there's the Sahara, and that gives us $5 a month.
Right.
And, man, that makes all the difference in the world. It's a little more luxurious than the sport. You know, you don't have to roll up the windows. And then there's the ever-present Rubicon.
Right.
And for $10 a month, you know you're rolling over whatever you want to.
I like that. And I think at some point, we just haven't done it yet, we're adding in the $50 and I get a ride and Reaper.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, he was giving them away for free yesterday.
Yeah, I was.
Who'd you have on the course with you?
We won't go into that.
It was just... Okay. No, you could sign up and get a ride in a Jeep up there,
right,
on the obstacle course. So everyone wanted to ride in that.
Reaper, yeah?
Yeah.
Was there somebody in there when you almost won it?
No, it was only me.
Oh.
I did almost go over.
Oh, that's
fine. I thought for sure I was watching it live. I'm like, ooh, we're going to monetize.
That was going to be the video to take us over the edge, right?
That was going to be the viral one. But no, it came down off the pile. I mean, it was pointing straight down, but...
Oh, that's awesome.
Did it work for you, the live?
Yeah. Yep.
It didn't save. I don't know why, but I thought the live was...
Keith, I'm glad you got your armor light installed and everything. Hey, Dave, how's it going? Ron Hawk, good to hear from you. It was good to see you yesterday. What's up, Troy?
I saved the video. Perfect.
It was sideways.
Yeah, sorry, that's right. I already yelled at you about that.
You know what? Technology's not my friend.
It's your friend. You're not. You don't like it.
I'll put it into the maker thing, and we'll be good.
And we'll be good. All right. That's what I like to hear.
So you know what I've been doing? Listening to old episodes. I'm at 105 or 106. I forget. Yeah. We just got done talking, you and I, about Jeep builds, like what our dream build would be.
This is pre-build,
before, because you made it. You said I'm in negotiations with Billy right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it might have been an episode or two before he started with us.
Yeah, I tried to up his signing bonus.
It's pretty cool.
But
yeah. Signing bonus of free $99.
Free $99.
Free $99.
That's our favorite. That's our favorite price point.
Yep. That's how we are.
Yeah. So we're building some people. We're building some steam. We're getting things rolling. We've got a chance to meet some great
listeners.
Off,
do we have any water? Do you guys have any water or anything?
Yeah, it's over there.
Yeah.
Where's our booth bitch? Mike, give me a water.
I can go ahead and
you know you're broadcasting to the world out there.
I got it.
Okay. No, happy birthday to my grandmother.
We won't talk about a huge supporter of the show. She's
puts
awesome.
up my crazy shit.
No doubt. And then add me into the mix every once in a while. I like your grandmother. She's awesome. She's amazing.
So happy birthday.
Oh, yeah, Troy, just 1 month until we head over to the Great Smoky Mountain Jeep Invasion.
Cannot wait.
In Tennessee.
Except for the ride's going to be like ever. You want to go to Tennessee?
It is going to be following the trailer.
I told you I'll let you guys know like this weekend. I let you know last night I was coming out.
Yeah. Well.
No, you didn't let us know.
Yeah, it's true.
I got a passenger seat in the truck.
Yeah. I don't know.
He's driving down.
Yeah, I'm driving down.
Let's see. See what's going on. That's tough because that's when the kids all go back to school.
Right.
Like it's right before they all go back to school. I'm already back at work.
Oh, right.
You know.
Right.
So
and you'd need like 3 days off.
Yeah, I know. Well, I have the days. It's just getting the kids ready for school and like real busy time.
Well, if you show up at my house before we leave on Wednesday.
Cool.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And if you don't, you can fly down.
It's going to be like an 11-hour drive.
You know what I dig about this show, and it's funny because I told Amy I couldn't bring my puppy.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think that they would allow dogs, but there's a lot of cool dogs.
It says on their website,
here.
big as life, dog friendly.
I didn't look.
Doge.
I just assumed.
Doge.
Or I would have brought my puppy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I would love to see that dog.
Yeah.
That's a sweet dog.
Good. She is.
She's great.
I like seeing all the dogs. I think. Yeah. I'm digging this.
I want to get a dog.
You should get a dog.
I got to get a house first.
Yeah.
I got to buy a house for the dog.
Call him Marley.
No. It's messed up.
I like it. So here's what's going to happen. I know we've been kind of hitting around this, talking and chit-chatting, having people come by, pick up stickers. Did you get your water?
No.
He wants a water, Mike.
He was mad at me because I called him our,
water. Water us. We're the talent.
Maybe. Oh, look at that little guy.
Oh, yeah, look at a puppy.
Hey, puppy.
Nice lab.
There we go.
He caught
Nice.
it.
We appreciate that.
Thank you.
You got 1/3 of the job done.
He's got a grin on his face like this is going to hurt later.
I love
said
it.
you got a grin on your face like this is going to hurt later for me.
You know, Mike's standing right here with us. He's usually the first person on liking us. And
No kidding. You knew when we were going live.
He was right there with it.
Mike is in charge of positive public relations.
Yes.
Of Jeep enthusiasts of Eastern Virginia.
He just started heckling. I love it. Are we about ready? We can hit that button?
Sure.
Yeah, do it.
I
What's
don't
our
know-
topic?
I don't know what we're talking about, but
I thought we decided we were going to talk about outrageous builds.
okay.
Let's do it.
And when is too much? Is there such a thing?
Never.
All right.
It's too much when you start putting it on a credit card.
Right. All right. I'm going to hit that button. Well, hello and welcome to the Jeep Life Podcast. We're that podcast where we celebrate that Jeep life, and we are living it live.
Woo!
Live here at the PA Jeep's 25th annual All Breed Show.
It's a big deal.
It is a big
25
deal.
years. Well, more than
24 of those were,
consecutive.
yeah, and then
Last
not.
year.
Stupid COVID had to screw it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then this year, and we're in a new location. They're in a new location in Carlisle,
Yeah.
PA, which is no stranger to car shows.
No, they.
That's right. It was in York, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
in
York
York
Fairgrounds.
forever, which is a good location.
Wonder
But
why
this
they
is a
switched it
great
up.
of the
location.
sun.
What's that?
It was the surface of the sun.
It was so hot.
It's always so hot there.
How can this be any different?
I don't know, but
It
this
just
place
is.
is cooler.
It's
It
way
is
cooler.
today, but I mean, there's no sun.
I don't know.
Yeah.
York always just gave us the surface of the sun, and it was hot every time.
Yeah, now it's not quite so hot.
I was
Yesterday was bearable.
I was struggling until Mike gave me my water. Now I feel much better.
Yeah, well, Mike's good for those sort of
Mike
things.
is actually good for a lot. He's awesome.
He is.
One of my favorite people in the club.
He's one of my favorite people
Yep.
named Mike that's in the general vicinity of us. Yep. So I like that guy quite a bit. But he is one of our listeners and supporters, and we appreciate him being there. And
No, people named Mike.
people named Mike.
Only Mike.
So
Not
right now
Amy.
we've got I'm going to head.
That was awesome. If I built an XJ, that's it right there.
There you go.
Yeah, it's
A Natter Days XJ.
That is
Yeah.
awesome.
They have a Bush Latte
yeah,
XJ
right.
too.
Really?
It actually says Bush Latte.
That's awesome.
and I think
I
that's,
think that the flamingos sold it for me.
The flamingos really sell.
yeah, that might lead into our topic a little bit later
Yes.
about what is too
much. What's too big? What's
Yeah.
too never?
But I want to celebrate again. I'm here with the best co-host in the business. I'm Terry, and
When did this become a business?
I'm still waiting for it
It's
to be.
a failing business.
But no, we're a business.
We could
Maybe.
we could do a whole episode in operating in the red.
We could, and
Chapter 7, yeah. Bankruptcy.
maybe that'll be the title of the
Every
show.
time we
Our
order a
board
pack of
members are
stickers, we
on
claim
us about this,
bankruptcy.
man.
Yeah. So Don, you came in today just to record.
I did. So I came in so we could record an episode because I figured we weren't recording tonight and
Yeah,
walk
that
around a
shit
little
ain't
bit, shake some
happening.
hands, see some people, hang out with Mike.
Kiss
Yeah.
some babies.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know you're the talent when you can just stroll in, do the
Stroll
show,
in, dude. They
And-
copter dropped me, man.
and stroll right out.
Or
Yeah.
Honda dropped.
Honda drop. That's right. I told you I parked next to like 3 others. Safety in numbers.
Safety in numbers.
Exactly.
I got my friend Billy. We've been through it all together.
It's been a wild one.
It's been a hot long one, but man, what a great show!
I know. It's a little hot, like I said, but the builds here are awesome. Frank's dropping peppers. I'm tired.
Yeah, I'm tired. We had a good time last night.
Yeah, we went out for some drinks and some food. It was a good time.
Yeah, we paid a couple of people to come hang out with us.
Yeah.
So we'd have friends. It looked like we have friends.
Yep.
But yeah, we went out downtown Carlisle to some brewery. Was it?
I don't remember.
I don't remember the name of the
pub and brewery in town.
But they were really great. I wish I could remember the name so we could shout them out, but I can't. But they took really good care of us. We enjoyed ourselves. But we're at the Jeep show, and
that is where we are.
We've got to hang out with friends that we've known.
Yeah, friends we met a long time ago. No, well, 3 years. I mean, we've only been doing this for so long.
Yeah.
But we saw some of our good friends. We met new people, met new friends, made new friends.
And I think that's the cool thing about this activity is there's always something new to meet, and also familiar faces that you get to see. So there's kind of a little comfort with that.
We made a good friend over at AMSOIL.
Oh.
Jerry over at AMSOIL, he is the local dealer for the area.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, they got some awesome products, great oil. They have a 25,000 mile oil.
So we actually use that in my dad's, when we built his Alaska truck, the one that he was going to take to Alaska. Oh. So it had 2 oil filters on it, and he used that stuff and then had it analyzed after he drained it.
Yeah. So
did just shy of 25,000, drained it. You could get a kit from AMSOIL, like a test tube. You collect some oil, send it back, and they tell you, if the oil legitimately is working or not. And like he had a little bit of brass in his, but it was a fairly new engine yet. And that was some bearing, a little bit of bearing material.
Right.
They recommended shortening it up to about 20,000 miles, or maybe doing a filter change in between. But AMSOIL is probably the best oil in the market.
Yeah,
by
and they
far.
have a really cool easy flow bag for their differentials.
Yeah, that is so cool.
So it's a thick, like basically Ziploc bag that has a nozzle on the end of it. And it's pliable, so you can you don't have to like worry about pumping or using some weird contraption or something of the sort.
How did nobody else come up with that? Like that is such a freaking ingenious idea.
I had no idea. This is all news to me, and I'm super excited about.
We're getting
that idea. Oh, here we go.
Oh, the name of the bar,
Market Cross Pub and Brewery.
Market Cross.
Yeah, they definitely deserve. So we'll shout them out again a little bit later. But I want to hear more about this oil in a bag.
Differential fluid.
So
it's diff fluid.
Yeah.
But it's just in a heavy duty Ziploc that has a nozzle on the end of it. It's more than a Ziploc bag. It doesn't do it justice, but it's pliable and it's easy, and you just get under there and you can hold it in any which way you want.
Fill holes are always at the top of the diff, and it's not too bad in the front diff. The back diff, well, it is kind of bad in the front diff because you got steering. You got
the steering linkage runs right
across the front of it. So why did nobody think of that? That is such a great idea.
That is brilliant.
Well,
that is brilliant.
Before that,
I know.
Thank you.
I like it. And
they've oil directly formulated for Jeep engines. They take it to the next level, really.
If you go to the back of their catalog, they have stuff you can comb in your beard too.
Yeah.
Oh,
make
and
it
firearm
softer.
cleaner.
Maybe I need that.
They really specialize in their the chemicals and everything that they use.
They really are probably one of if not the best manufacturer of lubricants and oil.
We're shouting them out right there.
Oh, there it is.
He brought it over.
Oh, look at that!
Nice.
This is amazing. You can't get this kind of thing. So hold that up.
So this is, it's a bag and it's heavy duty. Like this isn't. You can store it in the Jeep. You can throw it in your toolbox. Like it is meant. It's durable. Like it's not going to get easily punctured and.
No, I'm sold on this.
So this is Jerry from AMSOIL, and he's located up in Wilkesboro area, and he is the local dealer for our area.
Yeah, I'm Northeast PA.
Okay.
Yeah, so but I do business with anybody in Canada or United States. So
Awesome. So
pretty
Excellent.
cool.
Wow. How do, things just drop out of the sky here in Carlisle. We start talking about oil. I'm looking for some gold out there and $1,000
where
bills.
is
So if you
that?
have some, I'd love to have it. But Jerry,
These.
man, this is amazing that you just happened to be watching. I
Yep.
saw you said I'll bring some over, but by the time I read that,
it was here.
It was here.
Yep. If you open up a bottle of the Signature Series oil, it's liquid gold, so I can bring that
Okay,
over.
that works. Liquid gold. I like
Yeah.
that.
I like that.
I'm just thinking, like, how many times have I been under the Jeep refilling my front diff, and it's like, I got to get the tube or the hose or this or that, and then you're, like, holding it upside down weirdly, even on your Jeep.
yeah.
Yep.
But this would make it so much easier.
Yep.
I'm sold. This is my new favorite product of this show.
Favorite product of PA All Breeds right
Yeah.
here.
That's
oil,
pretty amazing.
Oil in a bag.
Oil in a bag. I tried out a new slogan this week for the show, but now you guys have a new slogan: oil in a bag.
That's right.
Yep.
I'll have to get that domain too.
Okay. So you can look it up, jeepoil.com.
Yep.
It'll take you to the best
My
Jeep
website.
oil ever.
That's right.
I love it. So I appreciate you coming by, Jerry.
Thank you.
I mean, obviously this is diff oil, but you
Mhm.
all kinds of oil, right? Is that
Yeah, bumper to bumper. If it's a lubricant you need for your Jeep or any vehicle, they've got you covered. Yeah.
oh, that's awesome.
Mhm.
Awesome.
A lot of products are coming out in these new Easy Packs, not just gear lube. So yeah, I'm crossing my fingers though. The Synchromesh tranny fluid for the 5 and 6 speeds. For the
Okay.
Jeeps, they don't have it in that yet. So cross my fingers that they
Wow.
make it happen.
Well, I'm now an M's Oil customer for life based
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That
I wish
alone.
I thought of it.
I bet
know,
we all
right?
wish we thought of it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So I appreciate you coming over and hanging out with us. We'll have to have you on the show sometime and do a full
Yeah.
breakdown of everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Well, that's
Cool.
awesome. So if I can get Don back over
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
I mean, you probably do just a great job. You got the great hair.
So, oh yeah,
A
It's
good
got
hat.
the flow, man.
I'm working on it. Yeah, it took a long time. COVID hair, right?
Right. Well, we appreciate you coming out,
Thank
Jared.
you, guys.
Absolutely.
Thanks a lot.
Pleasure.
Alright,
Thank
talk to
you.
soon.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, Jerry. And I think at some point we talked about having Jerry on the podcast.
Yeah,
too.
we're going
Yeah,
to.
So, I'm sure he's a wealth of knowledge. And the AMSOIL is, like I said, I mean, I know firsthand how good the product is.
Yeah.
And that Synchromesh, I'll tell you a quick story about that. I had the 2011 had a noisy transmission. It was starting to get noisy. Dumped it. I put some Napa oil in it. Didn't help at all. And I threw some of that Synchromesh in from AMSOIL. Quieted it right up. Had a lot of gear noise and stuff like that. Sorry, whoever bought it used, but
Perfect. If that kind of innovation, we look at it and you go, why has nobody thought of that until now?
Right. And AMSOIL looks to the market and they see what people are needing, and that's one of the big things that they try to accomplish is solving problems. And this was one of the problems. You'd spill gear oil all over the place.
Yeah.
You know what I'd like to do, and I guarantee it. So remember I was checking temperatures on differentials and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to, and I recorded all that data. I checked like 15 of them. I would love to, that was all like Mopar and just regular gear oil. I'd love to dump some of this in the rear.
And check
of-
temperatures.
Yes, and see how much, because I'm just reading like AMSOIL does some unique things. Like this has a high film strength for high load demands, which is something that plagues our Jeeps because of the tires. Just the tires
Right.
alone puts that rear under. When you put a bigger tire on it. So
Yeah.
I'm into it.
It
Probably
says
gonna
keep
grab
out of reach of children.
Well, then I'm out.
I'm out.
Yeah.
Right. Well, you two are children at some point. It's
Most of the time.
I mean, it says right on the front, towing, terrain, temp,
Yep.
severe.
Yeah.
It's made for it.
Yep. I'm all about that. I'm gonna throw some of that in.
And it's fun to play with.
It feels weird. It really does.
It said it's oil in a bag.
I know.
oh my God, we may have to
It's
push
like the old
pause on
water
the show.
bed at your dad's house.
this is one of those awesome events that we get to attend, and I think this is.
It's getting hot.
It's getting hot.
The sun just came out. Really.
Somebody
Whoa.
turn on the heat. But we're headed to Tennessee. We're heading down to Pigeon Forge in August, and that'll be our next opportunity for you to catch us out and about and live. What is the date on that? I think last weekend in
to the
August.
28th.
Yeah,
it's
the 26th.
a Thursday, Friday, Saturday event.
Perfect. And you'll get to see us live. Come by and get some stickers. We'll be interviewing industry professionals again, doing our lives like we've already been doing.
Yeah.
But we are starting to fill up our late summer, early fall show topics, and we've got some people that have already committed to come on to the show with us.
My Wet Willie.
Yeah, those dudes are nuts.
They awesome product, great guys.
Awesome product, great. Yeah, Alan, he's one of those kind of quiet individuals.
The southern accents get me, man.
Oh man, I'm
It's
telling
too
you.
funny.
Yeah, I need to let mine out a little more.
Yep.
Yeah, but I'm stuck with what I got.
Our buddies over at Pipes, Dave Gerard actually said Am's Oil is the best stuff ever. So it's the only stuff he trusts.
I listen to him.
So
Awesome.
Not a boy. So I guess that kind of leads us to our main topic.
Yep.
And we didn't really spend a lot of time
We didn't think
coming
about
up
this.
with a topic. As a matter of fact, very, very little time was spent, and no animals are harmed in the coming up with this topic.
What?
But we've been looking around, and there's some crazy ass builds here.
Oh yeah, absolutely insane stuff.
And they range from the early heritage style stuff all the way through to the most modern JL or JT with builds. And so we thought it'd be kind of cool to talk about when is too much. Is there such a thing as too much?
No.
And I know Bill's answer, nothing is too much when we're looking at his buggy right beside us. So Don, what do you think when it comes to too much?
So I think if you're going to have a mall crawler, possibly there could be an answer of, my answer would be there's not too much. But here's my thing. I don't know if I wouldn't build a $100,000 Jeep and then go beat it up on the rocks or risk getting in an accident with it and it not being covered, all the money I put in it not being covered. And we've been talking a lot about this. I think you could take a Jeep like Scott Ammerman's, and I think his, for me, is like the and I'm pretty conservative with stuff like this, would be the pinnacle for me. 37s, still, it's not a, it's still 4-link. It's nothing crazy. It's not a coilover, but it works. And I really think, with the, with the right driver behind the wheel, you can. I've wheeled that Jeep. I just felt like I could have done 95% of the trails that were at AOAA. And, he has a lot of money into it, but it's not outrageous money.
Right.
It's still, if you got hit, if it got rolled over, if it got totaled out, it's not like you're taking a $100,000 loss.
Right.
So I guess it depends what you're looking for and what you want to use. Again, I've been kicking around going to 37s, but it's going to need some more money to do that. I don't know that I'm gonna. I don't have a whole lot of money with the family being young right now, and I think I might just put a few more quality parts on my Jeep and wheel it and drive it as is right now, and that's it. So
yeah. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. We talk about Scott's rig, and it's a purpose-built Jeep. It's built for off-roading, but it's also
it's built for overlanding,
right?
Yeah, it's a well-rounded vehicle.
Yeah.
It's about as close to a Swiss Army Jeep as you're going to get. Swiss Army knife Jeep.
Yeah.
It's impossible to have it awesome at everything, but
Right.
it's pretty well-rounded. It's decent to drive down the road. It wheels like a it'll crawl up a wall.
Yeah, it will.
It's comfortable. He's got a lot of stuff in it, a lot of weight in it, to make things more comfortable. But it works. So, and again, like I said, not a $100,000 build. Certainly not a $40,000 build either.
Right.
But, at $60,000, it might be a little easier to replace than at $100,000.
Yeah.
Because ultimately, if money was not an object, I agree with Billy. The sky's the limit. I would have a hybrid. A half panel JK that was,
Yeah, man.
streetable but not really, and just an animal.
Borderline.
Yep.
Literally, we're across the little walkway from Out of Hand Fabrication, and the stuff that they are doing with their rigs they're pretty spectacular. But they're obviously purpose built and wheeled vehicles.
Right.
14 bolts and Dana 60s, Dana 44
Yep.
built. That's some good stuff over there.
Good parts on it.
Yeah, and but to me, none of those look like they're too much. But I was walking through some of the older stuff, and I saw a scrambler. There was very little original part left with it.
Oh.
But it was taller than me. It was a beautiful rig. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
And you can tell somebody spent a lot of time and money on that build. But for me, I wouldn't want to take that thing off-roading.
No, you wouldn't.
I would want to
It's
take
a
it to
show
shows,
rig.
right?
It's a show rig.
But I don't feel like I would get the enjoyment out of that. Maybe they do.
They probably win shows hand over fist every time.
Yeah.
The thing's sweet.
And you've shown your vehicle quite a bit. Mine's not a show vehicle. I don't want it to be. It's not the thing I want to do with it.
Yeah.
But I think there's a certain mentality that comes with that show vehicle, and I hats off to it because it looks killer.
Absolutely.
Don, maybe we'll walk around a little bit and see where we're looking.
No, and I think like this is a cool idea what you did. So you bought a $50,000 rig, right? That's probably more than that if you count the TJ.
Right.
But you bought it and you didn't pay an arm and a leg. It was expensive, but it wasn't crazy.
Yeah, somebody else bought it all.
Right. And put some money and some definitely some time into it. And now you got a killer rig that's not going to kill you if you roll it over,
right?
Or
Well, it's purpose built.
It's purpose built, So I don't know. I don't make enough money to go ahead and throw $75,000, $80,000 at a build, and then go out and grind it up on the rocks.
That is true.
Yeah.
That's why I stopped wheeling my JK.
Yeah. Yep.
So it was getting expensive to fix shit.
Yep.
It does. But it's for me that's
not even expensive to fix it. Maintenance too.
Yeah.
Driving some of these vehicles, the extra maintenance that needs to go into them. For example, oil changes, diff fluid changes. You got a lot of stuff to do. That, it's a little different.
Yeah, and you're bouncing off rocks, and so obviously you got to tighten down bolts more regularly.
I'm not even saying bouncing off rocks or wheeling. I'm saying just normal driving.
Yeah.
No,
and honestly, that's why the Honda.
Right.
I put a lot of miles on in a year, and the Honda is probably a quarter of the cost of my Jeep.
Absolutely.
It's boring as hell, but
you don't measure that. That's
not smiles per mile.
Right.
No.
Right.
No.
And that's okay. It's fun to watch, that green Grand Cherokee that was out with that trailer. That was absolutely beautiful.
Absolutely. And that was all home built.
Yeah, it was definitely home built. There was a lot of customized parts on that.
Here comes the Busch Latte.
Yep.
Oh yeah, man.
Yep.
That was gonna be puddles right there.
I'm digging it, man.
I think it was puddles.
The Busch Latte and the Natter Days.
Wow. The SBB.
That is one.
Shitbox Brigade.
Yeah.
Shitbox Brigade. Part of me,
But that's cool. Like it's
So
fun.
it is. It is. Part of me is like, who's the smarter one here? We're here talking about all this technical stuff, and we put top of the line equipment on our Jeeps, and then we go out and beat it up. And not saying that I don't know what lifts under it or axles or transfer case, but we have $30,000-$40,000 Jeeps that are full paneled that were banging against rocks and every time
But
he
they don't
scrapes it,
care.
he just paints over it.
Get that yellow back out.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, which of us is smarter? But I know what I want to be seen in. I think it's my ego that
a little bit,
you know,
yeah.
I would rather be seen in my red JKU
Absolutely.
than that.
100%.
Not to knock it because it probably
it's
goes
fun.
places mine won't. But or they'll take it places that I won't take mine.
That
Right,
sounds more
right.
like it.
right.
You know what I've been? I'm still on the Commander kick. I think I'm going to get one. I don't know if I'm going to even build
You
it.
and
I
that
think that's going to
Commander.
be my next daily driver.
There's been a couple
They're
here.
roomy.
Are there
Yeah.
lifted?
I don't know about lifted, but I saw them when I pulled in. So
Yeah, I'm on that kick.
You're looking for something new.
I am a little bit, and I don't want to spend a ton of money, and they're fairly cheap, and I mean they're be a great overland rig.
Yeah.
you know?
it would definitely, especially with a family.
Yep.
I think that's
The third row seating in it.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, so hauling 7 people
yeah.
is okay.
And the margarita maker in the back.
Yep.
Oh.
Hemi power in that margarita
Heck
maker.
yeah, man.
Hemi power. So, Marty, thanks for jumping on here. It's his first live one. We are live early today. Normally we would come at you live a little bit later, but since we're here at the show, we wanted to get in a live tonight. But if you have what you think is too much, or if you have any questions about this episode, or have ideas for future episodes,
Yeah.
they can send them to us.
Absolutely.
And
Info
reach out.
at jeeplifepodcast.com. Or you can head over to our link tree, which is linktr.ee/Jeep Life Podcast. And that's going to get you hooked up with all of our quick links to our website, our YouTube, Instagram, everything. So that's the easiest way to find us. Linktree/Jeep Life Podcast. And that's going to get you everything you need to know.
Yeah, and we, like I said, we're the Jeep Life Podcast. We're all Jeeps all the time. That should be our slogan.
Yep.
But it's not.
Well, it's going to be.
Is it going to be? All right. Maybe we'll figure that out. All Jeeps all the time. I like it. All Jeeps all the time.
Yep.
Something else out there like that.
Yeah. Well,
Something else. It's something all the. Huh. I'll figure it out.
you'll figure it
Okay.
out.
But we
and
can
you'll let us
coin
know.
that. I like that.
Yeah, I like it. You heard it here, folks, first.
There you go.
At the PA Jeeps All Breed Show, the 25th annual show, for my friend Don, Billy, hey, and Jerry over at Amsoil.
Frank.
Jerry, Frank,
Mike.
Mike.
everybody that's been a
Mine.
hand in
Mine.
this great
Mine.
episode. Yeah, get over here, Mike.
Yeah, we'll get
and,
Get in here, man.
And here's a big Jeep wave to you, everybody. Have fun. All right, that was a live recording of the Jeep Life podcast.
They make a sucker for the thing too.
They make a sucker for it.
Yeah. So
Is it stereo?
as Frank was saying, some differentials don't have a drain plug, or
Oh,
they
right.
have part of the frame is up against the rear diff or anything. Can't get anything up.
Right.
So you got to use a sucker.
I bought a sucker. I am a sucker.
You are a sucker.
We are a whole bunch of suckers.
All right, everybody. We appreciate you paying attention to us and listening. We have all kinds of
We don't
content.
know
Go to
why.
our YouTube channel. Find us. Come get a sticker. Come by our booth. Get some stickers. Cool. Enjoy the show.
Awesome.